Do you remember that at one time the big oil companies, the Seven Sisters, bestrode the world like Goliaths? We had the technology. We alone could find the oil. We alone could produce the oil. We alone could market the oil. We alone had the capital to develop the oil. That's turned inside out. Now, the national oil companies could care less about our capital. They've got more capital than sense. The only reason they would want us to invest is the bottom tier of their projects. The one in Sakhalin or in ice-frozen northern Russia. Those are the only things they want us, our money and our efforts. The technology is available now through the major contractors. I'm not sure that I know of any substantive technology that isn't available through the contractors if you're willing to pay for it. So we've had a complete reversal. Now the national oil companies control the oil and gas business outside, and they're moving themselves to other countries using their teams to control the resource allocations. Exxon, Shell, Chevron, those companies, I don't think anyone thinks they'll ever grow substantially. They can be extremely profitable, but that's what we call a liquidation phase in financial cycles. They control large amounts of assets, and no one better than they can monetize those. But does anybody think that Shell could double in its asset base without buying other smaller companies? Not a chance. You can't grow. There isn't that. The national oil companies control the huge resource bases. For growth in, I would say it's in the national oil companies. They have, after all, they've got about 93% of the oil is their oil. They don't need us anymore. They may want us, especially to do the more difficult, expensive, the deep water, the ice-frozen areas, the places in the back of beyond, like Sakhalin Island. But you don't think they're going to let us in to do the easy stuff, to find 5 billion barrel oil fields in Iran and Iraq. I would hate to be trying to choose a philosophy for Shell or Exxon in the future, but it would not, if I were, it would not be one that's predicated on doubling my reserve asset base in 10 or 15 years. It would be instead probably to move upstream into those kind of products that are ancillary, that are peripheral, but are part of energy, that have much higher value per unit hydrocarbon molecule. I'd be going more and more into chemicals, to pesticides. I'd be going into plastics. I'd be going into anything that gives me not $100 for a barrel of oil, but $500 for a barrel of polystyrene, for example. I think that's where their strengths will be, is moving to the higher valued things, which they alone can do.